Number 10. Instituto Inhotim, Brazil. Located just 60 kilometers from Belo Horizonte in Brumadinho in the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, the Inhotim Institute is a remarkable fusion of art and nature sprawled across nearly 2,000 acres of forest fragments and gardens. Originally conceived in the mid-1980s by businessman Bernardo de Melo Paz, this private jungle enclave has been transformed into a breathtaking oasis adorned with contemporary art. Inhotim boasts an extensive botanical collection featuring rare tropical specimens from around the globe, alongside a remarkable permanent art collection showcasing works by renowned artists such as Cildo Meirelles, Matthew Barney, Paul McCarthy, and Olafur Eliasson. Notable artists like Tunga, Adriana Varejão, Doris Salcedo, Doug Aitken, William Kentridge, and Yayoi Kusama also contribute to the museum's rich tapestry of creativity. With 24 galleries, including 4 dedicated to temporary exhibitions, Inhotim offers visitors an ever-evolving experience where new works and reinterpretations of the collection constantly breathe life into the space. Collaborations between artists and Inhotim staff further enhance the museum's dynamic atmosphere, making it a vibrant hub of artistic exploration and innovation. With approximately 560 works by 60 artists from 38 countries currently on display, Inhotim ranks among the largest private museums globally, embodying an harmonious blend of art, nature, and cultural diversity. Number 9. The Rubell Museum, United States. The Rubell Museum, formerly known as the Rubell Family Collection, is a private contemporary art museum with locations in the Alapata neighborhood of Miami, Florida, and the southwest waterfront neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Opened to the public in 1993 and formerly housed in a warehouse in the Wynwood Art District, the museum and its collection were developed by Mayor and Don Rubell, Miami-based art collectors who have played a significant role in the city's development as a center of the international contemporary art market. The collection features celebrity names such as Basquiat, Keith Haring, Kane De Wiley, Damien Hirst, Kat Delan, and Yayoi Kusama, for a total of more than 1,000 artists and over 7,400 works. The collection has been noted for its strong holdings of art by African American, Latin American, and Asian artists, and the Rubells have been recognized for investing early and emerging artists, many of whom would go on to become widely known. Since 2011, the museum has hosted an artist residency program that is recognized as one of the most prestigious residencies in the country. Past artists in residence include Sterling Ruby, Amoako Boafo, and Lucy Dodd. The museum's commitment to innovation and cultural exploration enriches Miami's dynamic art scene while contributing to the global dialogue on contemporary art. Number 8. K11 Musea, China. K11 Musea, partly named after the muses of Greek mythology, is the brainchild of Adrian Cheng, Executive Vice Chairman of New World Development and founder of K11 Group, which has developed a number of innovative museum retail malls across Greater China, providing an immersive experience in art, culture, retail entertainment, and gastronomy. Together with Sonia Cheng, the young billionaire siblings are behind the empire that includes Rosewood Hotels. Cheng worked with more than 100 international artists, architects, and designers to create what they call the ultimate space for all to embark on a journey of imagination. How that translates for visitors is a dazzling collection of luxury stores in a remarkable architectural landscape allied with a calendar of world-class art events and collaborations. Present in both Shanghai and in Hong Kong's Kowloon's buzzing Victoria Dockside, the sites are marked by contemporary art. Visitors should be on the lookout for works by Paula Pivi, Ron English, or Karsten Haller for his surreal mushroom sculptures. Meanwhile, Dedicated on-site spaces play host to exhibitions from global artists across multiple disciplines, from graffiti and street art to reflections on 200 years of haute couture, held in collaboration with London's V&A Museum. Since its opening in 2013, K11 Art Museum has held more than 30 art exhibitions, including Master of Impressionism, Claude Monet, and Media Dali, various types of contemporary art exhibitions, over 200 exhibitions, lecture series, and various forums for artists and art workshops for the public. In 2023, K11 Musea presented City Studio, China's first major exhibition of graffiti and street art, tracing the evolution of a global movement. Curated by Jeffrey Deitch and supported by K11 Art Foundation, it featured works by genre pioneers who were part of the dialogue in the downtown art scene of the late 1970s and early 1980s. Number 7. Garage Museum, Russia. The Garage Museum of Contemporary Art was founded in 2008 by Dasha Zhukova and Roman Abramovich. It was originally located in the building of the former Batmetevsky bus garage in Obraztsova Street, Moscow, which gave the museum its name. Since its opening, the museum has evolved into a vibrant cultural institution, amassing an extensive archive on the history of Russian contemporary art, as well as bringing to a previously inaccessible audience big-name artists like John Baldessari and international stars like Marina Abramovich and James Turrell, Anthony Gormley and Subto Gupta. In 2015, for the opening of its new venue in the former restaurant Vremena Goda, founder and director Zhukova and her team showcased artists Yayoi Kusama and Rir Kritiravanya, exhibiting both of them in the country for the first time. Also a commissioned work by Eric Bulatov, as well as a site-specific installation by Catherine Gross were exhibited. Other artists featured shortly thereafter were Takashi Murakami and Louise Bourgeois. Garage has amassed an extensive archive on the history of Russian contemporary art, publishes books on a wide range of themes connected to contemporary culture, organizes film screenings and talks, and offers long-term programs of support for artists and regional art institutions. The museum has positioned itself as one of Russia's foremost cultural institutions, transforming the Russian art scene for the next generation. Number 6. Malba, Argentina. The Latin American Art Museum of Buenos Aires is an art museum located on Figueroa Alcorta Avenue in the Palermo section of Buenos Aires. Created by Argentine real estate developer and businessman Eduardo Costantini, the museum is operated by the non-for-profit Fondazione Malba Costantini and was inaugurated on September 21, 2001. The institution was organized around the Costantini collection and has continued to expand its selection of works from modern artists across Latin America. It also maintains a cultural center which stages art and film exhibitions and develops cultural activities. The museum receives over 1 million visitors annually and is sustained by over 1,400 active patrons. The mission of the Malba is to collect, preserve, research, and promote Latin American art from the onset of the 20th century to the present. This involves educating the public about Latin American artists and the diversity of cultural and artistic holdings in this region. Main artists exhibited include Frida Kahlo, Roberto Matta, Pedro Figari, Tarsilia do Amaral, Guillermo Cuitca, Jorge de la Vega, Lino Eneas Pilimbergo, Antonio Berni, Emilio Pettoruti, and Fernando Botero. The site also features 2 important sections dedicated to cinema and literature. Number 5. Saatchi Gallery, United Kingdom. In 1970, Charles Saatchi and his brother Maurice founded the Saatchi & Saatchi Advertising Agency, which brought them great success. In 1985, at the height of the company's earning power, Saatchi realized that his art collection was not only big enough, but also important enough to display in public. Later that year, he showed his collection for the first time in a North London warehouse. At this point, his interests were deeply rooted in American minimalism, and his collection included works by Andy Warhol, Donald Judd, Bryce Martin, and Cy Twombly. It also went on to include artists like American sculptors John Chamberlain and Richard Serra, American minimalists Dan Flavin, Sol LeWitt, Robert Raymond, Frank Stella, and German artist Anselm Kiefer. In an abrupt move, Saatchi sold much of his collection of US art and invested in a new generation of British artists, exhibiting them in shows with the title Young British Artists. The core of the artists had been brought together by Damien Hirst, who in 1992 exhibited a vitrine containing a shark in formaldehyde and entitled The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. This was funded by Saatchi. It has become the iconic work of 1990s British art and the symbol of Brit art worldwide. In 2010, he generously donated his gallery and several prized artworks, including Tracey Emin's controversial My Bed, to the British public. In 2019, Saatchi Gallery transitioned to becoming a charitable organization, relying upon private donations to reinvest its revenue into its core learning activities and to support access to contemporary art for all. Number 4. Fondation Cartier, France. Founded in 1984 by Hélène Dominique Perrin from Maison Cartier and directed by Hervé Chande, the Fondation Cartier is a unique example of corporate philanthropy. Rooted in Paris, in a building commissioned to the French architect Jean Nouvel in 1994, it has developed a program of highly memorable contemporary art exhibitions and frequently opens its doors to topics rarely examined by museums. Spanning nearly 1,500 works by more than 350 artists of around 50 different nationalities, the collection is truly representative of the diversity of art being produced today and is also reflective of the many relationships now established with artists worldwide. Some of the themes explored in its exhibitions over the years include the issue of migration, like in Native Land, Stop Eject from 2008, environmental concerns, like in The Great Animal Orchestra from 2016, as well as the fusion of science and art, like in Mathematics, A Beautiful Elsewhere from 2011. In 2023, Ron Muick's artworks were on display at Fondation Cartier in a hugely popular exhibition. Known for his large-scale sculptures reproducing the human body, the hyper-realist Australian artist presented a selection of emblematic and previously unseen works. Among the sculptures to be discovered, the monumental installation Mass from 2017, made up of around 100 human skulls of impressive sizes, arranged in piles, and the sculpture Dead Weight from 2021, representing a giant cast iron skull weighing almost 2 tons, which question our relationship with the body, life and death. Number 3. Fondazione Prada, Italy. Fondazione Prada is a cultural institution established by Miuccia Prada and Patrizio Bertelli in 1993, which offers an experimental and multidisciplinary program, including temporary exhibitions, film festivals, conferences, and musical and performative projects. Up to 2010, commissions by international artists such as John Baldessari, Louise Bourgeois, Walter De Maria, Dan Flavin, and Steve McQueen took place in Milan, Venice, and other locations in Italy and abroad, alongside philosophy conferences and initiatives in cinema and architecture. From 2011, exhibitions such as The Small Utopia, Ars Multiplicata, or The Boat is Leaking, The Captain Lied, or a retrospective of Yannis Kounellis' work have all been organized at the Foundation site in Venice. In 2015, Fondazione Prada opened its Milan venue, featuring a variety of post-industrial spaces and new constructions. The exhibition spaces of the tower house the permanent project Atlas, showcasing works from the Prada collection in a sequence of dialogues between different artists such as Carla Cardi and Jeff Koons, Michael Heiser and Pino Pascali, William Copley and Damien Hirst, John Baldessari and Karsten Haller. Currently, Prada is hosting a retrospective exhibition dedicated to Pino Pascali, considered one of the most important figures of arte povera, or poor art. Number 2. The Pinault Collection, France. The Pinault Collection is a renowned private art collection owned by French billionaire François Pinault, a prominent figure in the luxury goods industry and founder of the Kering Luxury Group. Established to house and exhibit an extensive collection of contemporary art, the Pinault Collection is displayed across several prestigious locations, including Palazzo Grassi, Punta della Dogana, Teatrino di Palazzo Grassi in Venice, and the Bourse de Commerce in Paris. The collection comprises over 3,000 works, featuring pieces from the 20th and 21st centuries by major artists such as Cattelan, Damien Hirst, Jeff Koons, and Cindy Sherman, among many others. Known for its dynamic exhibitions and influential presence in the international art scene, the Pinault Collection not only showcases established artists, but also supports emerging talents and frequently engages in public and educational programs, reinforcing its role as a significant cultural and artistic institution. Number 1. Fondation Louis Vuitton, France. Recognized for his business expertise and the achievements of LVMH, Bernard Arnault is equally notable as an art connoisseur. In 2014, his Fondation Louis Vuitton inaugurated a $135 million Frank Gehry Design Museum in Paris's Bois de Boulogne, in a building that formerly housed the Museum of Arts and Popular Traditions, which closed in 2005. His collection is rich in post-war and contemporary art and leans heavily blue chip, with artists such as Damien Hirst, Pablo Picasso, and Andy Warhol. For the Foundation's opening, artist Sarah Morris created a film about the Frank Gehry building. In 2018, the Museum of Modern Art in New York lent the Fondation Louis Vuitton more than 200 works for a blockbuster exhibition that attracted over 750,000 visitors. That same year, the Fondation Louis Vuitton also staged acclaimed retrospectives of Jean-Michel Basquiat and Egon Schiele, followed in 2023 by a widely popular exhibition of Basquiat and Andy Warhol. The Foundation organizes exhibitions outside of France as well, in Munich, Beijing, and Venice. Thanks for watching.